Welcome everybody to the third episode of my Gamer Husband podcast.
Gamer husband. Oh, I get to play video games. Okay. All right. Deal. Well,
Anywho, so in today's episode, we are gonna be dissecting, answering a comment of one of our lucky commenters. And for this episode, we have Mr. Contact 9263. He commented, "Please read this comment. If an American thought that the American culture was so great, why would they fly halfway around the world to find someone of a different culture? If, with an emphasis on if, I never go to another country and find someone worthy of marriage, I would not bring her back here to become the woman we already have here." What is your response?
I love when people try to do the "I gotcha"
Uh-huh.
statements.
Uh-huh.
It doesn't work on me. Anyways, well, would you want to start painting with a canvas that has a bunch of holes in it?
Of course not.
How about buying a used car and a fixer-upper and then turning it into a nice vehicle? Or would you rather buy a new vehicle and then maintain it yourself and cherish it?
Of course, the sooner.
Okay. That's really basically what it boiled down to. I wanted to have a good proper slate, and I wasn't finding a good proper dating pool here in the US.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you need to better yourself. Okay, I've leveled up, got a career. Well, I got credit score. I was living on my own. I got my vehicles. I was taking care of business and industry professional. I'm not going to talk about my job, but trust me, I'm a top shelf earner for sure.
All right. Honey, before you go on and on with your rant there, let's dissect this one.
Okay.
He said, if an American thought that the American culture was so great, because in this video that he commented this, because I think he was triggered because you brought me back to the US. I know, I'm assuming maybe he was just really curious. But anyway, do you believe that your culture as an American is superior than mine as a Filipino?
No, it's different.
Yeah, I feel the same way.
Yeah.
Okay, then basically he's saying you did all the hassle, you flew to the Philippines, find a Filipina, only to bring back to the West and to become the woman we already have here. Basically he's saying that it's like automatic, like if somebody from outside the US, once she is brought to the US, that she will become the kind of women that are in the US nowadays.
Okay. Let's look at some basic stat. What 79% of divorces in this country are initiated by the female.
Okay.
Because they get all the cash and prizes.
Uh-huh.
You have really bad prospects of getting burned because you're getting married. You're playing with snakes. That's all there is to it. You're setting yourself up to get burned. And so I wanted to start abroad. Well, then don't bring her over here because she's just going to be Western. I was like, okay. Like I said, I wanted to at least start with a better foundation.
All right. So how did you mitigate the rest of me becoming the kind of women that they avoid?
I did everything that they said don't do. I did all. Your advice is this. Okay, well, I'm not going to do that.
So what was
Mr. MGTOW Red Pill podcaster with millions of subs. Not going to name names because...
No, I mean, what was the advice that you...
Oh, okay. Don't bring your woman over here. Number one, you want to keep her traditional, move over there. Women have access to the internet, and feminism has spread its cancer everywhere. If they have a cell phone or internet access, they're going to get feminism. It's going to go into the cities. It's going to go into the barangay. It's going to go into the province. It doesn't matter where. You are. So this idea, we'll just keep her overseas in the patriarchal society. No, she's gonna get her Western corruption regardless, and even quicker because she's gonna have access to you and your wallet and your resources and going out into town or whatever.
But I'm only going for the provincial Filipino though.
Province girls, if anything, they're going to be the worst because they're already broke and their families are extra broke, and you're going to have even more people hitting you up to financially support them, and they're going to be even tighter knit. You know, with the city girls, they're industry professionals and they're already making it on their own. They've appreciated the value of their pesos that they're earning, and they've not gonna name names, but we may or may not have a friend or three that are professionals, and they're realizing, oh, I can't afford to be paying off everybody under the sun for every little emergency and excuse. Like, when you start earning, you're just a selfish bad person. Like, no, I'm trying to look out for me too. But yeah, bottom line, access to the internet is going to spread the cancer of feminism regardless. Period. So this fantasy that, oh, she's going to stay a traditional girl forever. No, she won't. She's going to get married.
Oh, we're gonna do another episode though of this like traditional Filipina because this meant, oh, I'm going to the Philippines to find me a traditional Filipina. But guess what? The kind of Filipina they're getting.
Oh, they're going after single mothers, or they're going after the hottest girls there because, oh, she's so beautiful. Like, she's also a hoe. She does. You see her in her bikini pics on her YouTube or Instagram or Facebook page, and she's wiggling and shaking. She's she's getting run through by the trike driver.
Oh my god. Anyway.
Well, don't have some fan. Oh, but I just want to talk to you. I love you. She don't care.
Anyway, going back to the topic.
Well, traditional's great. Not opposed to that, but I didn't want to have just somebody who sits at home and cooks and cleans and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted a companion, a friend, an equal. I wanted somebody that I could build and foster a life with. I wanted somebody that could make plans and goals. I didn't want somebody who just sits there dumb as a box of rocks and offering nothing and bringing nothing to the table. Oh, well, I am the table. Like, oh, just stop, okay? Your utility and physical assets get worn out with age magnificently. So no, it wasn't about that with me. Yeah, fertility was my line in the sand because otherwise there's no point in getting married.
Okay.
I wanted. Otherwise, I can have companionship without getting married, but I wanted to have children and I wanted to raise them in a family.
Right. And then also, honey, you mentioned this to me that number one is what you did really was you red pilled me.
Yeah, everyone said don't red pill. Don't talk about hypergamy and the prospects of divorce, rape, and how bad failed marriages are. You're gonna get ideas in her head. She's gonna know what's up, and then she's gonna play you like a fiddle. Like, okay, I went with my gut and followed instinct, not what somebody else said. I went with my own leadership style and not following other people's leadership.
And also, you did not just like, okay, I'm gonna marry you. We spent hours and hours getting to know each other.
Yeah,
And
you were my alarm clock in the morning, and I got dressed for work and on my way to work while you were winding down for the evening. And then when you were waking up for the day, I was getting home from work.
mm-hmm.
And so as I was doing my evening routine, you were actually getting ready to go to work and do your day. So our schedules overlap perfectly because of the time zone differences.
Yeah. So yeah, that's something for people though, that even if you're on LDR, and I think we've repeated ourselves, but I think this deserves to be repeated.
Oh, that is absolutely critical. If you're doing any kind of LDR, you spend as much possible waking time with that person. You're going to spend the rest of your life.
Uh-huh.
So when you're dating, you want to spend as much, if it's 12, 16 hours a day, okay.
And then if the woman says, "You're suffocating me. This is too much. You're so
Then
controlling."
clearly you're not her focus in life.
Exactly.
If you were her focus, trust me, the Filipino girl is going to go straight into it, and everything is going to be devoted to you. She's going to drop everything for you. If she's going 3-4 days without communication, oh, all right, you ran out of load or something was wrong. I get it. But if it's a consistent pattern, or she's being deceptive and trying to hide who she, oh, I don't, it's girls' night out. I'm not taking my phone with me, or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, bye. You're trying to control me. Like, no, I'm just trying to lay my standards.
Yeah.
And if you don't want to meet them, I don't care. You don't have to meet them. But if
But
you're willing to meet them, then great.
besides husband, these women should think or realize that when you get married, you're gonna be spending your time with that person. And if you already hate spending your time, if you don't want to spend your time while you are like boyfriend and girlfriend, how much more when you're husband and wife? That would be like, what kind of marriage is that? Like husband and wife will have their own world. I
Look,
mean, separate
my
world.
favorite: Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday night is hanging out with you. I, I, I yeah, I go into town, I run errands or whatever, and sometimes I have to go into the office, but I don't go to after office parties. I don't care about going to events. Like, I skipped my Christmas event this year at
I
work.
skipped
You
mine
skipped
too.
yours, and it was a nice one too. They almost got me this year. I almost went because they were taking. I can't remember
Daniel's
Daniel's
boiler
broiler, so
in
I
Seattle.
was gonna have a $200-300 wagyu steak for sure. I
Uh-huh.
I was gonna go off and have like the finest steak of my life, but I nah. Where did we go? I think we went to Taco Bell or something.
No, we went and picked up. We went and checked the
Oh yeah, we
RC.
looked at RC
Uh
cars,
huh.
but then on the way home,
Taco Bell.
yeah, like yeah, okay,
Anyway, so that's number one. Red pill your Filipina. Red pill your girlfriend, your fiance.
yeah.
Talk about all the possibilities of like what she can expect here when she lives here in America.
What
That's
kind of
another
women
thing.
you're gonna
Yeah,
interact
that's
with?
another thing. The second, tell her, yeah, like,
I prepped Arlene
yeah, prep.
on what kind of crab in the bucket mentality and Karens. I didn't say don't interact with. No, go ahead. Just know they're gonna do these subtle things to bash,
Yeah.
and it may on the surface sound like they're being nice or kind, but no, they're talking trash. They're trying to tear you down. Don't confront them. They're
I'm
just
gonna.
going to clutch their pearls and gaslight you.
Mm-hmm.
Just listen to them yap about putting men in their place or whatever they have to say. Or oh, you take out the trash. My husband takes out the trash. I never have to take the trash. I make him wash the dishes. Like, okay, I'll wash dishes. I don't like to wash dishes. And by the big pile of dishes when they land, well, there aren't today, but when there's a big pile of dishes, I can look at them and not care. Just like let the grass. What was the last time we had to pay, like, what was it, $3,500 because I let the grass mow for a
Yeah,
year?
yeah, springtime this year.
Oof, oof,
And I
naughty.
couldn't mow because I was pregnant.
Yeah, that's what it was. She was pregnant, ladies and gentlemen. And I bought her a nice mower that you just walk behind. I mean, what's that?
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, so that's number two.
You asshole.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
tell
am.
her the situation here in America and tell her about your fears, and or the fears of the men here in America, why they're going to the Philippines and looking for a wife. So she will be prepared to spot this kind of women, that would instigate or spread their cancer to your relationship. Now, third is my husband and I, we made sure that we give each other accounts at the end of the day, especially when we are out, you know, not with my spouse. my it's not being controlling though. Like for example, I spend some time with my friend. when I come home, it's like automatic. My husband's like, "Tell me about your day. How did it go?" And then I would tell him about my day. And the funny thing is, his question is like, and I would just roll my eyes whenever he asked this. Did you have an act- uh, intellectually stimulating
Is it
conversation?
intellectually stimulating? The answer is probably no. It's just yap yap, but
But
whatever.
but of course, he understands that I'm a woman, I'm a Filipina, and sometimes, you also need that kind of break. But most importantly, we vet the people that I hang out with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't hang out with anybody, so I don't care. But if I did hang out with people, yeah, she'd be well aware of what they're like. Well, she already knows my standards.
Yeah, because you don't want your wife to be hanging out with women that have miserable marriage, because they can't help it. They will like complain and bitch to your wife, and she will be bombarded with all this negative complaints or negative things
Like
about.
your first job, wasn't one of them like a multiple divorcee or something?
Yeah,
Or
two of my co-workers were divorcee, and of course,
man
yeah,
hating.
yep.
Okay, well, you know, who initiated a divorce and why didn't you work it out?
Yeah, yep. And true to the saying, honey, that um tell me who your friends are and I'll tell you who you are.
Yeah, look to the left and to the right of
Right?
you.
Uh-huh.
Those are the people you're going to be in 3 to 4 years. If you aren't already, you're going to be those people.
Oh, and not just that, honey, though. Aside from like physical people, watch out also what kind of information you are consuming. The books that you read, the podcasts that you listen. So make sure that your wife is not gonna be consuming this woke or like watching these influencers about that women empowerment. I mean, it's good, women empowerment, but not this kind of feminism that they are trying to spread
Oh,
over here.
feminism's cancer. You'll
Yeah,
never hear anything else come out of my mouth.
yeah. So
Thank you, Woodrow Wilson.
yeah, so aside from like
Bullet in a time machine.
physical
That's all I'm
people, make
saying.
sure that she's not reading the books. that and speaking of, my husband has a lot of like, one time I was watching a show and my husband like, pick up, did you know Boardwalk Empire, remember that?
What about it?
Like one piece of the history that the lady was trying to promote like a like family planning or something, but the
Oh, Margaret.
author.
She was preaching Margaret Sanger. Yeah, yeah.
Yes, and then my husband told me about who that person is.
What kind of person Margaret Sanger really was,
Yeah, because
and the kinds of people she really hated and who she really wanted to murder.
yeah,
Yeah, go look up Margaret Sanger and just read her quotes. Come to your own conclusions.
yeah, because as a Filipina, I don't know these things. Like I have mentioned in one of my
That's
videos
gonna
that.
get us banned right then and there.
But anyway, but Filipinos is like we are like in a bubble. I did not know about like the real score of the Obamas, the Clintons, and
The Bushes.
yeah. My husband and I, we love to sing that. Obama and Hillary, dun, dun, dun. Do you know the Alex Jones song, husband?
Oh, what's that funny? I'm angry.
I've had enough of these people.
Yeah, songify Alex Jones. Please make him press secretary. Please. I just want to have some fun for the next 4
Oh shit! Somebody's gonna say, "See, I'm right. They are Republicans."
No, fuck no. Oh, dear golly, no. I don't vote. I stopped voting a long time ago. When I saw Bush versus Kerry, I was like, wait a minute. These two dudes went to school together. They were in the same clubs to Skull and Bones. It's just a rigged game. They make president who they want to make president.
So kingmakers.
Kingmakers, yeah. That was Obama's grandpa.
Yeah.
Anyway,
we get sidetracked.
on his mom's side.
Uh-huh. Oh, okay.
CIA.
So Another thing, husband, is we always make sure to have pragmatic discussions on everything, like constant
Oh
communication.
yeah, yeah, yeah. This is we're partners, so we
Yes,
make our plans together, and we did that when we were dating. It wasn't just oh, okay, we're married now, oh, ready, fire, aim. What do we do now? No, we set out with a mission and a goal,
right.
and we've nothing's perfect, but at least you have your contingencies and backups, and then you can adjust as needed. But for sure, 100%, we have had nothing but prosperity between the two of us combined
Mm-hmm.
for the last 5 years, and it has done nothing but accelerate everything in our life. And greed is going to drive you. Well, I want it faster and I want more. Like,
Mm, mm,
I'm satisfied. Oh, we might have to pause because I hear a
yeah.
wailing going on.
Yep. I'd have to check. All right.
No, I guess we juggled back and forth and wrapped that. This is a quicker video than the last one, so that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
One other point though was on things that I did that everyone said don't do. Finances, 100. I gave her the keys to the kingdom. Everything was. I literally. This was my wife and my partner. I had spent the last year vetting. She was now over living with me. We were married. She had her banking and everything. She was added to the bank as an equals. I co-signed a credit card in your name so that you could start establishing a rolling credit cycle. Your name was added to all titles and ownerships. You knew how to access savings accounts and 401k and insurance, and everything was named and
Wallets.
labeled. All the cryptocurrency and everything was like, you could have just stabbed me in the back and walked away and left me penniless and broke.
And it's been 5 years
It's been
since.
5 years, and we have absolutely nothing but a rockin' awesome life. Oh, you're gloating. Like, fine,
No.
dude. Don't think with your pee and go for the prettiest girl.
Yes.
Go, don't, you know how I feel about single mothers, and
Oh boy, you're
you
gonna
know,
insert
man.
it again.
Yeah, well, it's true. When I was on the dating site, all the prettiest girls were all single mothers. It was like oh, she is oh wait, she got a kid that's 3. Oh, she got a kid that's 5. No, I don't want to erase somebody else's orgasm. You piece of shit. Like, well, yeah, I don't care. I want to raise my kids, not be. I don't mind being second place to our children, because that should be. I should be second place to our
Yeah.
children. They're our children. They need to be the priority in our life. But I am not going to be second place to another man's child.
Okay.
No way. And well, I'm 60 plus years old. I don't mind. Fine, then go for it. Get your 20 something year old, and she has a 2-year old in tow, and now you get to battle with a kid that's not yours over discipline and everything else, and
You.
enjoy. You reap what you sow. But when I hear the complaints, oh, she left me, she did this, or other kids, like, I don't. Anyways, whatever. I gave you the keys to the kingdom, and everyone said that was a terrible idea, and you're just gonna, nope. And what do? Our finances, you earn great, I earn great. Both of our incomes go into the same bank account. We pay the same bills and mortgage and everything together.
Mm-hmm.
It's all pooled as one. We have our hobbies and our fun. We go traveling together. It's not like, oh, we're living paycheck, not even close to living paycheck to paycheck, but we don't go. I mean, well, like the new car. You wanted a new car, and we almost bought one of the new Forerunners and decided, well, we'll just drive the Jeep a few more years.
Yeah.
Because I needed a truck, so we bought ourselves a nice truck. I don't even know. You got like one YouTube short on it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well,
One.
that's gonna be for our overlanding adventures. That's coming up anyways. Probably starting next summer when the kids are old enough. Rain, at least. Snow is old enough to go camping, and that's gonna be a blast. But rain is still just too young.
Anyway, guys, we appreciate the support that we have been getting with our podcast, and it's so nice and refreshing that to read these comments that they like my husband. Because most of the time it's like, oh, I hate your husband. Your
Oh, well, a
husband is
lot of
the.
people hate me. I don't care. You're a stupid Republican. Like, oh my God, dude, you have no idea how opposed to the two-party system I am. It's
Alright.
just two sides of the same coin.
Anyway, guys, if you like this, please let us know. Or if you want to share it to your friends, that would be nice. That would, boost the algorithm for this video. And if you have video requests, or if you have a story that you want to share with us, please email me at lifeinwashingtonstate@gmail.com. And we hope to see you on the next one. Bye for now. Have a good day.